right. So you know how we were talking about that tweet about the
L1 Renaissance.
Yeah, exactly. L1 Renaissance. And I don't know, it kind of got me thinking, like, is this, is this all hype?
Right.
Or is there really something here?
Yeah.
I mean, you sent me some notes, too, on a handful of these new L1s that are coming out.
Yeah.
So I think we should, like, really do a deep dive on this and see if we can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because it really does seem like, all these L1 blockchains are, like, stepping up their game now.
Absolutely.
To solve those pesky scalability issues.
Yeah.
That we've been talking about. It's like...
Those are the big ones.
Yeah, they're trying to solve those, and...
It seems like everyone is trying to outdo each other.
Yeah.
With, like, faster speeds, lower fees.
Right.
And just, like, crazy new tech.
Yeah, it's a super dynamic landscape right now.
It really is.
Yeah. So first up on our list, we have Sonic Labs.
Okay.
And they are promising sub-second finality.
Yeah.
Incredible. And a whopping 10,000 transactions per second.
That's a lot.
With their new testnet, which is called Blaze.
Blaze.
Yeah. So
I like it.
Blaze is showing some seriously impressive numbers here.
Yeah.
But what's the secret sauce? How are they achieving this?
Well, I mean, it's not magic.
Right?
But it might feel like it.
Yeah.
So they've implemented like a totally novel consensus mechanism.
Okay.
And combined it with this like super efficient sharding technique.
Okay.
So what that does is it allows them to process transactions in parallel.
Right.
Which boosts the overall throughput.
Okay.
So think about it like having like multiple checkout lanes at the grocery store.
Right.
Instead of just one.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So for you listening out there, imagine like sending crypto as easily and as quickly as you send like a text message.
Right.
That's the kind of experience that Sonic is aiming for.
Absolutely.
But speed isn't everything, right?
No, you're right.
What about security and decentralization?
Yeah. Exactly. Those are like the two other pillars that you always have to think about.
Right.
Sonic claims that their approach doesn't compromise on those aspects.
Okay.
But, it's still early days.
Of course.
We're going to have to see how their technology actually performs in the real world.
Right. With real users doing real things.
Exactly.
All right. Well, next we have Graphite Network.
Okay.
And they are taking a totally different approach.
Interesting.
So they're also focused on speed and low fees.
Okay.
But they're using something called a trust-based model.
Okay.
So what does that even mean?
Yeah.
And how does that compare to the more common proof-of-stake systems that we see in a lot of L1s?
So with proof of stake, like, anyone can theoretically become a validator.
Okay.
If they stake enough of the cryptocurrency.
Right.
But with Graphite's trust-based model, they're relying on a pre-selected group of like known and trusted entities to validate transactions.
That sounds a bit more centralized.
It does.
Which kind of goes against the whole, decentralized ethos of blockchain.
It is a trade-off.
Okay.
Decentralization often comes at the cost of like speed and efficiency.
Right.
So Graphite is basically betting that their model is going to strike like a better balance.
Okay.
They argued that by like carefully selecting validators, they can ensure the security and reliability while still achieving like a really high transaction throughput.
So they're saying they could have their cake and eat it too.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out and if their model actually gains traction.
Absolutely.
All right, now on to Say Labs.
Say Labs. Okay.
So they're aiming for a 50x performance improvement.
Wow.
With their Giga roadmap.
Giga roadmap.
Yeah, they're even rebuilding the EVM,
right,
which is the Ethereum virtual machine,
right,
which is like the heart of how Ethereum processes transactions to achieve this.
That's ambitious.
It is incredibly ambitious.
Yeah.
Are they trying to become the Ethereum killer?
Well, I mean, they're certainly setting their sights high.
Yeah.
Rebuilding the EVM allows them to optimize it.
Okay.
For speed and scalability.
Right.
While still maintaining compatibility with, like, existing Ethereum applications.
Right.
So their goal is to achieve Web 2 level performance.
Okay.
Which means that transactions would be as smooth and fast as, like, using your favorite app on your phone.
Right.
You know?
Okay, so if I'm understand this correctly, Say is basically saying we can do what Ethereum does, but way, way faster.
Yeah.
That's a bold claim.
It is.
What are the challenges that they might face?
I think the biggest challenge is going to be making sure that they don't sacrifice security or decentralization,
of course,
in their pursuit of speed. Scalability is often a balancing act.
It is.
They'll also need to convince developers to build on their platform, which is like crucial for any L1 to succeed.
Of course, if nobody's building on it, then what's the point?
Exactly.
Right, it's like a horse race, isn't it?
It is.
Everyone's vying for the lead.
Yeah.
Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about Alchemy Pay.
Alchemy Pay. Okay.
So they're not just building another blockchain.
Okay.
They're focusing on real-world application, specifically payments.
Right. So Alchemy Pay is already a player in the crypto payments space.
Okay.
And they're creating an L1 blockchain that is specifically designed to handle business transactions.
Interesting.
Yeah, this could like streamline their processes and potentially make crypto payments faster and cheaper for their customers.
So imagine you're running a business and you want to accept crypto payments.
Right.
Alchemy Pay wants to be your one-stop shop with their own dedicated blockchain to handle everything.
Exactly.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
They're really leveraging their existing expertise to carve out a niche in the L1 market. It'll be interesting to see if other payment providers follow suit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So now finally we have Devve.
Devve.
And they're trying to do something quite different.
Okay.
They're combining blockchain technology with social impact.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that's right. They're building a blockchain that's focused on ESG, which is environmental, social, and governance factors.
Right.
And they want to create a platform that not only handles transactions, but also supports green projects and promotes transparency in ESG data.
So for those listening out there, if you're passionate about sustainability and want to see blockchain used for good, Devve is definitely one to watch.
For sure.
It's like they're saying crypto can be more than just speculation.
Right.
It can be a force for positive change.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they're tapping into a growing awareness of the need for sustainable and ethical practices, even in the crypto world.
Even in the crypto world, yeah. Wow, this has been like a whirlwind tour.
I know, right?
Of the L1 landscape.
So many.
I know it's clear that something big is happening here.
Yeah.
We've got speed demons like Sonic.
Yeah.
Centrality challenges like Graphite.
Right.
Ethereum upgraders like Say.
Yeah.
Payment specialists like Alchemy Pay. And impact-driven innovators like Devve.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
I know.
Like the L1 space is constantly evolving. Right. Like new players are emerging. Existing ones are adapting.
It's a really exciting time to be following this space.
It really is.
It is. So for you listening out there, the question is, what does this all mean for you?
Right.
Which of these L1s are you most excited about and why?
Yeah, what criteria are you going to use to evaluate their success?
Because one thing is for sure, the future of blockchain is being shaped right now.
It is.
And it's up to all of us to decide which path it takes.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, it was fun.
Into the world of L1s.
It's fascinating.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya.